I believe that I've graduated at an absolutely wrong time. No, it's not COVID, but I do take compliments. Thank you very much. It was 2009, the financial crisis. A little bit before graduation, I managed to secure a job at a hedge fund in London selling a structured note over the phone. Technically, I was doing telemarketing. And I loved it because I could talk a lot and no one would see my face and dress in whatever I want. But I dressed really well because the office was on Curzon Street in Mayfair, so everyone was fabulous there. So one Monday morning, I did come to the office on time, but I discovered it closed. I phoned the only other employee there, and he told me, look, the company decided to call it quits, and he'll pay me my prorated salary, and I should just go home. Oh, standing there in a gloomy Monday morning in the middle of fabulous Curzon Street with my brolly, I had no choice but to call my parents and ask them, look, this is the situation that I'm in. What do I do? Both of my parents work for an NGO, and they told me, look, Medina, the universe has other plans for you. Maybe you should come to Amman and also join and do good for people. I couldn't think of any better job in the world but to do telemarketing on Curzon Street. But I found myself packing and looking for a job. Obviously, my parents did help me a little bit. So by the time I got to Amman, I started working for the NGO, which is United Nations, of course. And but there's a but. I was working for the procurement department for drug distribution amongst HIV, AIDS, and tuberculosis infected prisoners in Iraq. Okay, so please do the comparison. Curzon Street, fabulous, and procurement in Amman. But that's fine, so I'm not gonna bore you with my day-to-day job. A couple of months in, we had the opportunity to go to Turkey for a conference, and that's where I had a massive discovery. So going from the airport to Nishantasi, where the conference was, it was a billboard city back then. You look right or left, there's all the billboards you could think of: Snickers, Mars, Downy, Febreze, Coca-Cola, all the big brands. After the end of the conference, I come back to the hotel room and I did not remember much about security policies for procurement for your suppliers, but I remembered every single billboard ad, all the headlines and the visuals, and I found myself Googling, who does billboards? And I discovered a whole world that a brand hires an advertising agency, they have a strategist, they have a copywriter, there's an entire team that thinks for that headline. What do? I call my mom, and I told my mom, Mom, I think I discovered my true calling. I should be working for an advertising agency. That was in Turkey. My mom said, look, Medina, I love you so much. You can go work wherever you want, however you want, but I'm not paying rent. So it's either you're coming back to Amman and find an advertising agency there, or go back to Azerbaijan. That's where I'm originally from. I thought, I don't speak Arabic. All the billboards are in Arabic in Amman. I'm going to Azerbaijan. So I quit. I left the United Nations, and I went to look for a job in Azerbaijan, an advertising agency. There was only one advertising agency in Azerbaijan. It was the only international one. It was McCann Erickson. And from the talks from my friends, I understood that they hire the best songwriters and rappers, Azerbaijani rappers, to do copywriting. I said, surely I'll fit in perfectly well with this crowd. So I went in, found a recruiter, and went in for a job interview. Of course, I had no agency experience, but my telemarketing expertise, talking my way through in the United Nations, gave me an upper advantage amongst all the other candidates. And I started working for the best brand back then that was the account to handle, which was Coca-Cola. So, to never discovering your true passion, 15 years, I'm still in the industry. And it's that one industry where every day there is a discovery. Thank you.